Are you waiting for your EB1 green card priority date to finally move forward? Well, let's dive into the predictions for the April Visa Bulletin of 2025 and what they could mean for you. Hi, I'm Simon Shetty, the founder of the Smart Green Card program, and in this video, we'll take a closer look at the EB1 final action dates for India and what to expect in the near future. Quick heads up, I'm not an immigration attorney. This video is just for educational purposes only. So if you need specific legal advice, do not depend on this video. Always reach out to an immigration attorney. No content from Smart Green Card is substitute for legal advice. Let's quickly review what's happened so far in the fiscal year of 2025. The fiscal year began in October and many of us were hopeful for a significant shift in the EB1 category for India. Unfortunately, no movement has happened and the EB1 final action date still has stayed the same. Then came the January 2025 Visa Bulletin, marking the start of the second quarter. Again, we hope for progress, but the EB1 final action date for India remained stuck at February 1st, 2022. In the March 2025 Visa Bulletin, there was still no change. This fiscal year may feel frustrating as well, but if we look at past trends, EB1 dates for India tended to move faster than those for EB2 and EB3 in general, if you look at the bigger picture. So there is still some hope that we could see movement in the upcoming months, but could there be surprises? If unused visas from the previous fiscal year carry over, which has happened previously under Trump once, we might see a sudden jump in EB1 dates for India, but we can't guarantee that that will happen, and obviously nobody has a crystal ball to predict this. Why do we rely on trends from the past visa bulletins to predict future patterns though? The movement of dates in the Visa Bulletin is influenced by several factors. There are historical data on visa abandonments, denials, and withdrawals. Also, policy changes that stop people from applying for certain types of green cards from outside the US, which has happened in the past, which contributed to a reasonable leap of green card numbers for the EB2 and EB3 categories in the past as well. There's also pending adjustment of status applications with USCIS that we look at, the number of eligible immigrant visa applicants at US consulates and embassies worldwide that also impact this metric. These factors directly impact the dates in the Visa Bulletin, and any changes can cause shifts. There's also an annual limit for employment-based green cards and a 7% country cap on top of it, which affect how the priority dates move. However, USCIS data on these factors are limited. While past trends have generally been reliable, for example, EB1 dates have moved faster than the EB2 and EB3, predictions can still vary. We will need to wait for another official Visa Bulletin release to see what April brings. But some might argue that EB1 category is overloaded due to the increasing number of people pursuing it, leading to slower movement in the visa category. However, EB1 has strict eligibility criteria that many applicants can't meet, especially with the rising number of RFEs and NOIDs lately, unlike the EB2 and EB3. While more people are aware of EB1, only a select few qualify, and it's only after your I140 is approved that you officially enter the EB1 line. So there is no question of crowding the EB1 line if you are just trying for the EB1A. Remember, the EB1 line is only crowded by people who have an approved 140, which means their EB1 is accepted by the government after a thorough, rigorous review of their qualifications. Plus, the wait time for EB1 is typically around 2 years for Indians, at least on paper, much shorter than the decades-long wait time for the EB2 and EB3. So if you are an Indian applicant, EB1 is still the fastest way to get a green card, at least from what we see right now, especially if you have a priority date that is before April of 2022, because then your priority date is current and you can apply for the final step and get your green card right away. So if you are an EB2 or EB3 applicant and curious about what the April 2025 Visa Bulletin might bring, I have got a detailed video coming soon just for you. So be sure to subscribe to the Smart Green Card channel and hit that notification bell icon so that you don't miss it. Before we wrap up, here's some exciting news. Through the Smart Green Card's VIP program, we have helped over 100 professionals just like you from various industries secure their EB1A approvals. To help you get started on your EB1A journey, we have created a free guide that covers the key traits of a successful application, a breakdown of the 10 EB1A criteria, and proven strategies from our expert team that have delivered all these approvals. Check the link in the description to grab your free guide. What do you think about the predictions? Let me know in the comments. For US immigration updates and tips on navigating the EB1A green card process, make sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon. Your green card journey may feel slow, but remember, every month brings new opportunities. Stay hopeful and keep preparing.